Danger Dolan. From sexually suggestive sticky tape dispensers to cancer-causing promotional glasses, we look at 15 dumb pieces of movie merchandise.
Number 15.
Alien Queen Plasma Bubble Bath. In space, no one can hear you bathe. The Alien franchise has a long history of trying to sell the horrible mouth-raping, chest-bursting creatures to children since the 70s. Kenner had plans for a toy line based on the original film that was pulled due to it being too inappropriate for children. But sure, alien creatures make great toys. It all makes sense, especially when Star Wars had just come out 2 years earlier. This, however, is just dumb and ridiculous. You know the acid blood that aliens have? Well, it goes great in your bathtub, kids. Go jump in and have some fun. See, it's not acid, it's plasma. Parents are gonna love the killing machine bubble bath for little Billy's Friday night. The side effects might include some skin melting and some slight irritation.
Number 14.
Despicable Me Minion costume. By far, this must be one of the dumbest and laziest attempts at a Halloween costume ever created. Creating a costume of your breakout character should be easy. In concept, it sounds great. Minions are adorable and funny, and people on Facebook seem to love them. Why wouldn't you want to dress as one? Well, if by dress like one you mean a giant piece of plastic with a minion face printed on it, then this is perfect. Hopefully whoever came up with this lazy, crappy costume was killed in some sort of evil genius death trap, because that's what they deserve for this terrible attempt and ruining Halloween for good.
Number 13.
Watchmen Condoms. Yes, that Watchmen. The one with the superheroes and the awkward Leonard Cohen-scored sex scenes. You know what else was awkward? Busting out your Dr. Manhattan themed sexual protection while trying to get lucky. Some poor soul somewhere had the idea that while watching Dr. Manhattan's blue dong on screen, that this is the way of the future. Needless to say, the product did unfortunately not allow you to grow to any size that resembles the Dear Doctor, which would have been much more helpful in the bedroom than making your dick glow blue.
Number 12.
Hunger Games light bulb. So this series become a marketing juggernaut and a popular cultural phenomenon, but some clearly had the wrong idea with this one. Again, while in concept, this is a pretty cool idea, using the light bulb filament to create the Mockingjay symbol. The problem is that is all it does. No trippy cool light effects, no projected symbols or anything like that. Meaning that if you want to see the small symbol in your light bulb, that's great, because that's the only time you would, when looking directly at the bulb. This one just reeks of desperation and starvation of good ideas on the merchandise team. That one of them will look at the light bulb and think, Eureka! Kids love staring at lights, am I right?
Number 11.
The Blair Witch Project soundtrack. Now this one seems pretty normal and sensible. Movies normally have soundtracks released all the time. Some of them are bitchin' tunes that make you want to buy them. But if you have ever seen The Blair Witch Project, you would know there is no musical score to the film. Just lots and lots of screaming and panting. This is exactly what I wanted on CD in 1999. No, it's not that. This has music on it, and the idea they use to get music on it isn't a terrible one. It's just really stupid. See, this is one of the missing kids mixtapes. One of their crappy mixtapes, supposedly found in their car, probably. That's right, quality goth music circa 1999, straight to your found footage obsessed ears. So if you have no soundtrack, that's okay. Just invent one and tell people it's some character's crappy taste in music and not that you needed to make a quick buck.
Number 10.
The Meat Rocky. So Rocky was one of the few franchises to relatively escape the action figure treatment when it was released. It didn't stop modern day toy companies though, and that's not a problem at all. All of us should have a 6-inch figure of Rocky in a victory pose on our mantle. The dumb part of it was that they didn't know when to stop. They made every damn person in the film into a plastic doppelganger. When they ran out of people, well, this happened. The damn meat that Rocky practices on is available to you in toy form. And no, not as an accessory, as its own packaged piece of merchandise. I mean, everyone knows the meat is the real hero in Rocky. Where would the boxer be without that side of beef to pound on? In the gutter, probably, with all the unsold Rocky toys.
Number 9.
C-3PO tape dispenser. Most of us at one time or another had a Star Wars themed stationery item, and now that Disney owns it, there are gonna be a hell of a lot more pens and diaries and sexually suggestive sticky tape holders. Yes, this was something someone actually designed, made, and that someone else signed off on without even once thinking that it looked like you were grabbing tape from C-3PO's robot junk. Sure, it came out in 1981, but I'm pretty sure even then, someone in the company that bought this did solely as a dirty joke, because this is just too stupid to have existed otherwise. Then again, maybe sticky tape does come out of C-3PO's crotch. Maybe episode 7 will finally answer if the protocol droid can distribute clear adhesive tape from its groins.
Number 8.
Jurassic Park's Dennis Nedry action figure. The 90s were a goldmine for toy lines based on hit summer movies, and Jurassic Park was no different. They had jeeps and dinosaurs and playsets and action figures based on Seinfeld's annoying neighbor. Wayne Knight, who is best known for playing Newman in Seinfeld, is a loud, obnoxious Hawaiian shirt-wearing slime ball who causes the power to shut down, and he lets the deadly prehistoric creatures loose. So of course he would get a toy. Oh, what's that? We can't afford to make a mold for a fat guy toy? Alright, just use a generic henchman number 3, and no one will ever know the difference. That's how you do merchandise like a pro. This looks nothing like Wayne Knight in his pullover and sunglasses. Is that a flamethrower? Do these guys even see the movie? Or do they just assume that Dennis Nedry is some badass villain who went around burning dinosaurs? Actually, can we have that in Jurassic World?
Number 7.
Dune activity books. Like Alien, Dune was also the victim of Star Wars syndrome, which dictated that if your movie has spaceships and aliens, then by God, you got a toy line and products for kids. And like Alien, Dune is not suitable for children, like most David Lynch movies. But hey, the film has action and adventure, so that makes sense to have a toy line. Coloring books where you specifically get to color in murders and assassinations though, not to mention the vagina-mouthed guild navigators. Someone thought that children who are still in the age where coloring books were cool should be absorbing Lynch's twisted sci-fi images into their young, fragile minds. Hell, if Dune had been as successful as Star Wars, we may have had a generation of warped psychopaths on our hands.
Number 6.
Star Trek V Marshmallow Dispenser. So this movie does not have a lot going for it. Least of all is the part where our heroes spend too much time camping, having sing-alongs and roasting marshmallows. All the things Star Trek is very well known for. But seeing as how there wasn't a whole lot of exciting things to make toys of, someone thought, well, let's just make a space marshmallow thing because they eat marshmallows in that one part of the movie. Just slap a Star Trek logo on it and everything will be fine. Which admittedly is as much thought as that which went into the script for the film, so I don't really blame them for not trying harder. Now everyone but William Shatner is trying hard to forget this film ever happened.
Number 5.
The color purple teddy bear. Don't buy Tickle Me Elmo or a Care Bear for your kids. Instead get them a The Color Purple Bear. Do your kids love racism, sexism, genital mutilation? Well then this is the bear for them. While The Color Purple is an inspirational story about hardship, making a plushie bear with the name of the movie on it has to make you ask, who is this for? It can't be for children because, well, the genital mutilation. And adults have more sense than to buy a stuffed animal that is wearing a shirt with a movie title on it. It's like if Schindler's List had a doll set or a line of miniature cute anime figures. Turning a story of hard times and struggle into a cash cow is kind of wrong. But thinking anyone would buy this inappropriate bear is moronic.
Number 4.
Choke's promotional sex toys. In order to promote the Chuck Palahniuk adaptation, Fox Searchlight decided to send out an interesting item to media outlets. Instead of some tacky branded piece of plastic that would normally go out with a media press kit, they sent out a movie branded set of anal beads, fresh for reviewers and journalists to get their anus on. Banking on the movie creating some controversy didn't really help the film gain much extra publicity because it was clearly seen as a dumb bit of merchandising to capitalize on the film's sexual themes. Then again, maybe the media outlet thought Fox were telling them they could shove it up their ass.
Number 3.
McDonald's poison cancer Shrek glasses. If you're looking for a side of death with your Happy Meal, then this one is great. But for the rest of us, this is pretty stupid. Promotional glasses given out by fast food chains have been a long-running stint for summer blockbusters, and when done right, they stay in cupboards for years, like these Batman Forever glasses I've had forever. But when done wrong, they can kill you and everyone you love, as in the case with the promotional Shrek glasses released to tie into Shrek Forever After in 2010. The glasses contain cadmium, which causes cancer of the kidneys, intestines, and even bones. The fast food juggernaut was forced to recall all 12 million units that were given away.
Number 2.
Jar Jar Binks Megamouth candy. Another inappropriate children's toy from a galaxy far, far away. This one though, from a bit more recent. Seems as though someone thought that Jar Jar would be such a breakout character that kids would want to suck on a lolly version of the Gungan's tongue, allowing you to finally live out that fantasy of playing tonsil hockey with the universe's most annoying creature. This one sits as being stupid, that for someone thinking that anyone would want to buy any lolly of Jar Jar, let alone one that basically forces you to be orally assaulted by him.
Number 1.
Letters to E.T. This one takes the cake for not only being dumb, but also being a ridiculous bit of ego stroking on Steven Spielberg's part. E.T. was such a runaway success with families and children that of course little kids wrote to E.T. wishing their favourite lost alien all the best. So what do you do with all those letters to a fictional character? If you said answer them, you would be wrong, because the correct answer is to print them in a book to make more money. Imagine being a kid who gets letters to E.T. for your birthday, so you can spend hours and hours reading other kids' poorly written letters. Ever needed to know if other people loved E.T. in Empire Strikes Back the same way you did? Wait, what? Do people have no way to fact check before the internet? You know, E.T. wasn't every alien, whoever you are, that wrote this letter. Anyway, surely the greatest tie-in book ever created. That's it for this countdown. And have a good one!